As we told you earlier, welfare is the latest ground zero in the scorched earth presidential campaign. Tonight, Chief National Correspondent Jim Angle looks at the facts and the fiction surrounding proposals to change the system.
Republicans in the House and Senate have introduced legislation to prevent the Obama administration from using waivers to reduce the work requirements in the welfare reform law President Clinton signed in 1996.
They just unilaterally say they're going to waive the work rule, which is a large part of what made the 1996 bill a success. That's not right.
It's also not legal, says a former HHS secretary who argues the administration doesn't have the authority to issue such waivers.
There's no opportunity to waive it. And I think somebody is definitely going to bring a lawsuit, and if somebody else isn't, I will.
What started all this was a July 12th memorandum from Health and Human Services in which HHS claimed it had the, quote, authority to waive compliance and allow states to try other methods, including, quote, definitions of work activities. The memo went on to say HHS would only approve waivers that led to more people going to work, but conservative lawmakers are extremely skeptical, in part because they see the president and HHS trying to grab powers reserved for Congress.
There's a disturbing pattern of two things that have occurred, and that is an increased dependency on the federal government and then an increase in power of the president of the central government.
The recent dispute over advertising food stamps only increased the skepticism over dependency. Spokesman Jay Carney, though, justifies the HHS actions, saying they were a response to requests from some governors.
And just last year, states led by Democrats and Republicans, including Nevada and Utah, called for these waivers.
Utah's request for a waiver, however, was limited to flexibility on the many reporting requirements, not the work mandate itself, and a letter from Governor Herbert questioned whether HHS could act on its own, saying, quote, Utah understood that HHS did not have waiver authority. The reauthorization of the welfare reform law is 2 years overdue, so many lawmakers say if flexibility is needed, Congress is the place to go.
The president wants to make changes, or the administration has better ideas on how to administrate this area or this program. They're welcome to come through Congress.
Secretary Sebelius wrote Congress saying she would not accept any changes that undercut the work requirement. Lawmakers say if that's true, then why did the department argue in the first place it could waive work requirements? Brett?
All right, Jim, more on this with the panel. Thank you. The FBI